Hello everyone, welcome back to another video. So today we are going to do a review of a TOPDON product, BT100 battery tester. That was sent to me by Nina TOPDON, and I do own a BT200, which I bought quite some time ago, to be honest. I'll try to do some comparison between the two, but this one I'll be giving away. I'll be putting this video out tomorrow, which is Sunday the 1st of May 2022, and I'll be giving away on Wednesday. I'm probably going to come live and picking a comment with a comment picker. So if you leave a comment down below, you could be winning this TOPDON BT100, which is, I've done a few tests. I've got to do the unboxing now, but I'm pretty happy with my BT200. Today, I've got a friend here helping me out, Moises. Also, we're gonna be using Moises' car to do a cranking test and also a battery charging system test. So we're gonna use that Touran, Volkswagen Touran there. All right, so let's go ahead and unbox it. It's pretty simple. There's a manual there and the actual tool. And the quality pretty much the same compared to the BT200. It's actually a quite nice unit and good clamps. The clamps is actually very, very good quality. And let me power it on here. So positive, positive, negative, negative. And obviously power the tool on. If you make a mistake and connect it the wrong way around, you're not gonna damage the tool at all. Let me show you that. So connect the wrong way around here. It just doesn't turn it on, but it shouldn't cause any damage. There we go, back on. To start, obviously it shows you the battery charge straight away, 12.77 volts there. Press enter, and that will give you quite a few options. So you have battery test, cranking test, charging test, review data, which is I believe is the last test that you did, and then you can change the language, number 5 there. There's quite a few languages there: English, French, German, Spanish, Italian, Russian, and that's it. And then go back about, which the tool serial number there. So get out of that, and that's it really, pretty simple. So we're gonna go ahead and test these 4 batteries, and I do have a history for these 2. I can't remember what happens to those 2 at the end there, but this 2 in the middle here is quite interesting. So let's go ahead and try this Halfords 330 cold cranky amps, European standard there. So put negative and negative, positive with the positive. So we have 12.3 volts, press enter, option 1 battery test, regular flooded, European standard, 330 amps, cold cranky amps, press enter again. Let's see what results we have. So there you go, healthy 25%, 164 amps. Charge 47%, 12.28, and the internal resistance is a little bit high, 16, is that milliohms? I believe it is. And it says replace bad. So you have bad here, light, charge, or good. And this one obviously says bad, so replace the battery. Exit. So exits, I think if you go to review data, I think it gives you the last figures for the last test that you did. So let's go ahead and try it. So there we go. So that's all the figures that we had from this battery. Let's go ahead to the second battery now. So this second battery is quite interesting because I know the customer. It came from a Fiat Panda. I changed this battery probably about 3 weeks ago, and it's Iwasa. Not quite sure how to pronounce that name. Professional Performance. SAE 330. So press enter. So at the moment we have 12.76 volts. Press enter. Number 1, battery test. Regular flooded. The menu battery type here, you do have some different types as well, which I forgot to mention. So regular flooded, AGM flat plate, AGM spiral, gel, EFB, and that's it. So we're gonna go regular flooded, which this one is, and then SAE 330. So obviously use up and down to select different figures. 330, press enter. And this battery, it was actually not giving the customer any trouble to start the car at all. Not giving any trouble at all. But what was happening, the clock on the cluster was resetting every time he cycled the ignition. And my BT200 obviously gives me the same figure, and you can see here the charge is 100%, the internal resistance quite high, and then healthy of the battery is 19%, the state of health, and 144 amps. After we changed the battery, his clock never resetted again, which is quite interesting, and he had no trouble starting the car in the morning. Never had a problem with starting the car, and it said bad, replace, which my one was the same result, the BT200, and replace the battery, no more problem. Another thing that he complained about, sometimes when he was starting the car would rev quite high and stay high for a long time, which I don't know exactly if fixed that problem because I haven't spoken to him yet, but he rang me up about the clock the day before, and he said, yeah, the clock was obviously resetting every single time, but the high revs, it was sporadic, so he noticed the clock straight away. Never reset it again, which is amazing, really. You know, if you test the battery at the time, probably, you know, the car starting every single time, you wouldn't really condemn the battery, but in this case, you can see the tester asked to replace. This next one is from a Corsa C. It's a video that I just put out, and as you can see there, 10.76 volts. Hope you can see it there. And this car obviously was sitting around for nearly a year. This battery was flat for quite a long time. I recharged this battery 100% over my charger, put it in the car, started the car, no problem. Then the car sat for about an hour and I couldn't start the car anymore. So obviously it's not holding any charge. And obviously I charged this battery 100%. I started the car once and you can see it's 10.75 volts. So we're gonna test this one as well. Battery test, regular flooded. This one is a European standard there, 420 amps. Press enter, power too low. Do you want whether to continue? I'm gonna press yes just to see what happens. Before charging or after charging? I would say after charging because I have charged this battery and I only start the car once, so. And as you can see there, 1% state of health, 0% state of charge, 10.75, internal resistance 75, which is super high. Bad cell, replace, and they give you bad there, light. Bad cell, replace, which is interesting. So there you go. Let's go to the next one, which is GM. That's Gene, so it's a German standard battery there. And this one is 255. I don't know where this battery came from. I thought it was from the Meriva that we had the problem with the body control module, but it's not the one. 1242 volts. Battery test, regular flooded. And then we go to G, so it's a German industrial standard there. Enter. 255. Press enter. So healthy 4%, 50 amps, state of charge 68%, internal resistance 33, it says replace as well, which is pretty good. Now I'm gonna do a comparison with my BT100. Obviously it does 24 volts and 12 volts. And let me connect it here. Display is a little bit different. The controls are exactly the same. But you see here, so press enter, battery test. So regular flooded. I don't know if this one does more batteries. I think it's the same, to be honest. Yeah. It doesn't actually give me the AGM spiral battery. So regular flooded. This one is EN, yeah, 420 amps, called cranky amps. Press enter. And it actually tells me bad cell straight away. Healthy 6%, 105 amps, charge 0 amps, charge 0, internal resistance 25. Was it the same figure that we had on this one? Can't remember, but we can compare the two. So there we go. But the same result, bad cell, replace, in red. So there you go, guys. So that was the test with the 4 batteries. Like I mentioned, I think in the past I was quite against that sort of machines, to be honest, testers. But I have to say, with the new batteries, I think those tools actually give you a quite good result test on the batteries. You know, as you can see, for example, this UASA here, I have to say I would never replace it until I test the battery. And then obviously it's a good thing to have as well and show your customer why you are replacing the battery, because you have obviously evidence of a problem. But anyway, we're gonna go ahead now and do a cranking test and a charging test as well. And Moises is gonna help me out. All right, so this battery here is European standard 750 amps. And we can go ahead and test the battery as well. See what state of charge and state of health that we have here. So battery tester, press enter, battery test, regular flooded, that is a European standard. $700, this one is quite a big one, isn't it? $750. $750, press enter. Oh, bad. It's bad. Healthy, 43%, charge 100%, and internal resistance 5, which is not that high. But interesting enough, you had a problem starting the car. When was it? Yesterday or today?
Starting the car? Today problem.
You had a problem today, wasn't it?
Today, yeah, just today.
So Moises had a problem starting the car today after using a little pump for about 3 minutes. And that was the first time you had a problem?
Yeah, 3 minutes, problem.
And the car didn't start. So it's interesting. Obviously, well, the battery not being able to use a pump for 3 minutes and not starting afterwards, probably a sign, but interesting they give you this this result. And anyway, we're gonna go ahead and do the other test, which is we're gonna do the cranking test first. So cranking test, press enter, start engine. So give you like 30 seconds. RPM detected. It did start.
Yeah, good start.
Yeah. So cranking low because it got down to 9 volts. So it is a little bit low. So I think your battery is on the way out. So there you go, 2163 milliseconds and 9 volts. So you generally don't want to go down or lower than 10 volts. So cranking low. I'm gonna go ahead and do the charging test. So charging test. Please start the engine. Continue. So give you the ripple there. And then load the test. Increase RPM. 2500. Yeah. For about 5 seconds. Okay. Charging normal, so no problem with the alternator. You can turn it off, yeah. So there you go, guys. All the tests are done. I do think your battery is probably on the way out.
Yes.
You know, it's probably worth changing. As you know, it didn't start today, so.
Yeah, it started today. Yeah, it didn't change.
But that was interesting. I was expecting that, man. All right, guys. So bad news for Moises. You're gonna have to change your battery. He knew it anyway. He was already looking for a new battery. He wants to get one of those Spiral one, the optimal one. So he was looking earlier to get one of them because the battery let him down this morning. So anyway, so that was the review, guys. I hope it was helpful. Like I said, I'm gonna be giving this one away, the BT100, on Wednesday, the 4th of May 2022. So another 4 days. And also, if you didn't win on a giveaway, Nina gave me a discount code of 20%, sorry. So this store generally is $46.99 with the 20% code, which I'm gonna leave on the screen here. It's $37.59, and it's gonna be valid. This discount code will be valid from the 1st of May to the 15th of May at midnight. So if you wanna grab one of them, if you think is useful tool, with the 20% is $37.59. All right, thanks very much for watching. I hope you guys enjoyed the review. I don't think I ever done a review, so hopefully it went all right. Thanks very much for watching, and good luck with the giveaway, and I'll see you in the next one. Cheers.